Hi guys, you're watching night.com Street Gist. How you doing? How have you been? My name is Shanwa Adetunji. Today, once again, we're out on the streets of Lagos to talk to people about an interesting topic. I think it's interesting anyways. We're talking about malpractice. Who should take the blame for malpractice? Is it the students, is it the teachers or the lecturers, or is it the parents? That's what I want to find out. And then we also want to know if the people we're going to speak to today have ever engaged in malpractice. Enjoy the show and join us. In your own opinion, who do you think is to be blamed for, or who do you think should take the blame for malpractice?
The thing is, it is general. It's not the students per se. Let's just say the students are only reacting to the system. It is the system. The system, in quotes. Those who study hard, who read hard, they make them look like fools. While those who play away their time, go to club, they party. At the end of the day, they make good grades. They pay in exchange for grades. And they come out in flying colors. And later, they regret it again because they cannot defend the certificate in the long run.
Do you think the parents or the teachers should take any of the blame?
Like I said, it is the system, it is the teachers. And some parents, not all, some parents, because it's not every parent that will want, after you have invested so much in the child, at the end of the child will now come out with nothing. The money and everything, the whole effort is wasted. Some parents can't just bear to see that. So they will aid in, buying their way out for their children to succeed. So some parents are to be blamed. But in actual fact, the system itself encourages you. The system makes you look like a fool if you don't. The system itself, the governing body, corruption is much. It's much.
All right, if anybody is to get punished, you think the teachers should take the punishment instead of the students?
The teachers should take let it start with the teachers first. Because when the teachers are being disciplined, the students will not be able to think of such. Such students will know that you have no any other opportunity than to read, any other way than to read thoroughly.
If students not get the support of teachers, they can't do it, bros. That's my own understanding about malpractice. Yes. It's all about the support of the teachers. If not, there will be nothing like malpractice.
So you think the teachers are the real problem?
The teachers are the real problem. They are supporting the students. Because during my time too, I even contribute money for some of the teachers. They say if we do not contribute, they will not give us their support. So that's the real truth about malpractice. It's all about the support of the teachers, not the students.
So essentially, students should never get punished. The teachers should be the ones to get punished.
Teachers should be the one get punished. If teachers do not support the students, there will be nothing like malpractice.
Okay. What of students who are just very smart and then try to find one way or the other to get there?
It's all about the support of the teachers. If not, a student cannot be smarter than a teacher. Because before a student to get to that level, I believe the teacher must have passed that level too. He knows about anything malpractice. That's the fact about it.
To my own opinion, I think three of them have to be blamed. The parents, the teachers, and the students. Because sometimes you even see parents collecting special center for their kids in order to make their exam. So they too should be blamed. And sometimes teachers even help students by giving them expo. And most time, students we put more of the blame on students because most time students don't read for exam. They only play around. So maybe 1 day or 2 days to exam, that's when they go and carry their book. So there's no how they will not want to cheat in the exam because it's not everything that you read 1 day to exam that will come out in the exam. Even unfortunately for you, maybe everything you read, maybe 2 days or 1 day to exam may not even come out. Maybe another thing entirely. So the only option they have is to cheat. So for me, I think small of the blame should be for parents, small to the teachers, and large part of the blame should be on students. Because most of them don't read. They like to play more than reading. It's only when the exam is in the corner. That's when you see them rushing, carrying their book, And it's not, book is not easy like that.
Somebody said that it's because of the system. That sometimes even though you read, at the end you still fail. And person when don't read anything, they go give an expo and then go pass.
It used to happen like that. But but what my own is that at least we should try as much as possible to read. Even if anybody will help you in the exam hall, you're supposed to read. Because some people, they will even copy to the extent that they will copy another person's name. Now, because they don't even know what they are writing. They will just be copying everything, because they have not read anything. So at least you read on your own. Even if anybody will help you, you still read.
Yeah, no lie. When you were in school, did you carry expo?
Me, I never did. I never carried.
Are you sure?
Never did. Because I only believe in my strengths. Anything that come after the exam, like I just finished my handy, and I have passed, and I'm okay. At least I can defend down. Because at least if you have D7, you should be able to defend your result, not to just carry that as your case.
So it's better to have D7 than to carry expo and have A1.
People are doing that because if you have D7, some people will make jest of you, and that one may delay you from getting to where you are going in time. But it's better. For me, I think it's better to wait for your own time.
I think everybody should take the blame, the students, the lecturer, and the parents. Because one, the lecturer, mostly the lecturers, because there are situations where the lecturer will be telling students that they sleep with them before they pass them. You understand what I'm saying? That means no matter what the student read, they can never pass that lecturer course. And how do they have to pass the course? They need to sleep with the lecturer. So I blame the lecturer too, and I also blame the students too. I blame let me just say I blame the lecturer mostly, the lecturers.
The lecturers alone should take the blame.
Not alone, but I'm saying mostly. The students also should take the blame.
Okay, let me ask you, when you were in school, did you carry expo?
I carry a lot too. I carry expo. I was very smart at that. Yeah.
So how did you tell us one of the ways you carried expo?
With my phone. I snapped the answer sheets. I snapped it on my phone, and on the exam hall, I used a white handkerchief to cover it. Then I stroll and check the gallery, the photos, and be looking at it, I zoom it. Then I start writing. That was how I carried.
Didn't catch you?
No, I was smarter than them.
The first of all is the teacher. The teacher that is teaching the student should calm down and let the student understand what he's teaching the student about. That is the teacher's fault. You calm down and the student will understand what you are talking about. Secondly is the student. The student should have a mind of to learn, to settle down and hear what the teacher is saying and copy and note it. Once he did a mistake, he called teacher and I did a mistake somewhere. Teacher should be able to correct the student immediately in that area. But once the teacher refused to correct the student and the student refused to learn, that is where the malpractice is going to come. That is where you see it coming out. And most times people have taken it as a business. It's a business. So we have people that use it to eat. So once you don't do your work earlier on, those people that took it as a business, they will come and eat with it. So the fault is from the teacher and the student.
So the parents, they don't have any fault?
The parents have is finance. Sometimes if your child says you should get him a material to learn, then you work hard to get the child the material. Once you get the child the material, the child will be willing to learn. But whereby you withdraw and you don't get the material earlier, the child will be weary to learn, and that weary may cause the child to study. Later on, the child will be looking for another magomago to pass that subject, because the parents they didn't finance the child initially. But once they finance it and they encourage the child will.
Yeah, but what about parents who voluntarily get special centers for their children?
Everybody wants a very good thing for their children. Nigeria, we are widely, sorry if I may use it, corrupt. The parents want to monitor the child. You want to give the child somebody that is going to bribe to monitor the child and to put the child in. We want to make sure everything is easy. He wants to make sure everything is easy for the child. So he will have a special center for the child, so that he will monitor the child, he will do everything for the child, so that things will be easy for the child. But him that is doing that forget that it's on his own time, it's not easy for him too. But he say na this my own time, I will not gree, it will be easy for my child by all means. So that's why they took a special center for their child. They say they want it to be nearer to them.
When you were in school, did you carry expo?
I'm a human being. I'm a human being. You understand me? I'm a human being. Sometimes if expo comes my way, I took it. I will do it. I will do it. Yes. When I was in primary school and this we did it. I did it.
How did you do it?
No, this is a life. Although the cooperation of the teacher then, that they sent to our center, the teacher was giving us some sign. Once he give you a sign, you know this was a sign, this was B, a sign, this was C. So it will give you a sign and you know for A, B, C.
Did you pass all the time
I passed now. I passed now. My time I passed now. Yes.
Well done, sir.
Because it will be easy for the student.
You enjoyed it?
I enjoyed it, but what I will tell the students now is to cool down and study. Once you know, we will not deceive you. But once you don't know, once you pass, you meet it at the front and they'll be waiting for you. If you don't meet it at the earlier stage, you will meet it at the other stage. They will go to somewhere and they will give you a subject at your place of work, and you will fail it because you didn't go through the normal way, the natural way. You went through artificial, the mago. So I will employ the student to cool down, and the teacher to also have the mind of teaching, not to ignore the student once you want to know. Let him know something. You want to know something.
I think the lecturers should do that.
Why do you think the lecturers?
Because they are in support of all these malpractices in their institutions.
Yeah, but what about students who just of their own accord just carry expo?
Yeah, students can want to do anything they want to do.
Yeah.
But I believe the main people to be blamed are the lecturers, because they are in support of all these malpractices things in the university or in their institution.
So if the lecturers start getting punished, the rate of malpractice will reduce?
Sure, definitely. Because if they don't take any chances, everything won't be possible. Like anything malpractice will be possible in their institution.
As a young guy, have you ever engaged in malpractice?
Yeah, sure. Everybody does.
How did you do?
Yeah, you can just take anything into the exam hall.
Is that what you did?
Anybody does it, man. Yeah.
Okay, you've heard the responses. Thank you very much for joining us on the show today. But there's a question for you too. Have you ever engaged in malpractice? If you have, how did you do it? Write it down in the comments below. I want to find out. Thank you very much for joining us on Night.com Street Gist today. Big shout out to the man behind the camera, Gift OK. Till we come again, have a great day.